Now, a couple people were curious to know your thoughts on. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No. I said that definitely wasn't about no money. That was just about somebody for her to have some fun with, or somebody that she can relate to, or somebody that she can control even better. Go ahead.
Yep, that's facts. Yeah, a couple people wanted to know your thoughts on Suge Knight starting a podcast from prison. I think he's one episode in or something like that. Did you hear about Suge Knight starting a podcast?
Yeah, I heard about that, man. I heard about that. I heard also he's doing a documentary. I got a phone call to be in the documentary. I'm like, why am I in your Suge documentary? Okay, yeah, I got a phone call from Lil Suge asking me to be in. Would I be interested in being in the documentary? I'm like, y'all paying? He said, yeah. I said, well, shit, yeah, I'm interested. How I can help? Not sure, but I'm quite sure they're gonna ask me the right questions. Somebody like him,
probably about Dre's come up, most likely, right?
Huh? Say it again.
Probably about Dre's come up. Probably about Dre's come up, most likely.
Man, very possible. I don't know. It's interesting, man. That dude right there got a story out of this world. He is in jail. He's like Donald Trump. He's in jail and people still talk about him like he on the streets. I think his only mistake was he bought into his persona a little bit too much. He took that persona, that street persona, into the ivory towers. That shit don't work like that. They're gonna start fixing shit. I remember going to Priority Records. Once upon a time, you walk in Priority Records, you walk into the office off from the elevator. There's a secretary sitting right there. How you doing, Mr. William? Hey there, baby. How you doing? Go on in, buzz you on in or whatever. Shit. After that Suge era, man, you couldn't figure out how to get in there if you wanted to. And when you went in one door, you always came out another door. You never went in and out of the same door. Door didn't have no knob on it. There was no knob on the door at Priority Records. All you saw was a piece of plexiglass and a bunch of a polished door, like elevators. You know how they polish elevators? It was all polished, and it was big old piece of plexiglass. And the homegirl would talk to you through a little microphone. You couldn't even get to her. She talked to you through. Who are you here to see? Like just like in like a drive-through. And okay, she'd make a phone call, and the door would buzz, and it was time for you to leave. Your ass left out of the side door, another door, not the same door you came in. No bullshit.
Damn, Suge Knight changed the game, man.
Yeah, he changed. Damn sure remodeled Priority. Damn sure.
Yeah, was there anyone who did that before, to the best of your knowledge? You don't have to name names, obviously, but before Suge Knight, were there people who were known to whoop some ass if things didn't go right in the industry, or they felt they got screwed and stuff like that?
Ass whoopings were issued to various people throughout the years, but see, back then. When you whoop somebody's ass, the shit you saw in 5 Heartbeats, shit like that happened all the time. That hanging people out the window. You got a lot of artists, man, who jumped out of windows. You got a lot of artists who was shot by people like who shot him? One of my favorite guys, Donny Hathaway, fell out of a window. He was having some disputes about his publishing and royalties. And he decided to commit suicide out of a window. Another brother that was trying to do some things in the record industry, about Jackie Wilson. It was they found him right here on Figueroa. What's his name? Damn, I can't think of his name right now. Sam Cooke. Sam Cooke was he was another brother that was riling up people. He was trying to get James Brown, Little Richard, to be, to form their own distribution and control more of their shit. James Brown eventually did, but he was creating such a problem. He got shot in his drawers by a lady behind the counter. They claim he was trying to rob or some shit, huh? Sam Cooke trying to rob somebody on Figueroa? Sam Cooke, good looking Sam Cooke, woman's threat, women's pet, the man's threat, Sam Cooke. He ended up shot right down the street on Figueroa. Back in the 60s, or early, whatever it was. So yeah, it was a lot of cold shit going on back then. You know, people was known to press records, and people got caught. You got caught doing double pressing. Somebody might visit your ass, dude. Again, I am.
What's double pressing? Can you explain that, Lance?
Double pressing is when you got two sets of books. You got a set of books for the artist. You got a set of books for you and your team. Okay, so if you got a hot ass record, you may put on the books you sold 100,000. When you double press and you press 200,000, them didn't go on the books. See, records, man, records was like printing money, dude. You taking a piece of wax, putting it on a mold, and when it comes out and cools down, you got something. You took a a 15-cent piece of wax and turned it into $2, just like that. And it's hot, and people want to buy it, and people don't care where they got it from. Especially, man, 8 tracks, 12 inches, 45s. Man, that was the most bootleg shit in the world. You know, especially 8 tracks. 8 tracks were notorious because, you know, you could make them in a matter of minutes, and you could tell they was bootleg because the covers would be faded. They would never be in shrink wrap. They would just be in a box. Cassettes were even worse. So if you can get a way to reproduce that on your own, and just for the copy of the blank media was your only cost, and you flipping it, ask me how I know. I did this shit. I created my own music. I created my own mixes. But you know, you make a record that cost back then was like 75 cents. You selling it for $2 or $3. You literally printing money. You go over here, get this man $75. Go over here, this man gonna give you 150, just like that, Okay, and he don't care if it's yours or not. And that's what makes the record business such a attraction to what can I say? The shadier groups. Some people like that because you know ain't no barcodes on the records back then. When no barcodes, when no QR codes, wasn't no serial numbers. And you don't know how many records got pressed. They just make them. Ain't no serials on. You don't know. You got to trust people. You got to trust people in the record business. And if people would watch and catch you stealing from them, then they'd fuck you up. But unfortunately, most of the time, the people that was doing the stealing was the people in the record companies, and the people that being stolen from was the artists, and the artists ain't got that kind of power. Every once in a while, somebody sweat up. Like I said, they end up taking the header out of a fucking 10-story window or some shit.